This is the opening screen of our In the House title, which is part of the Molecule series and designed for children of early years, age group or ability. It is also good for EAL teaching because of the wide vocabulary within it. If we click on the Start button, we'll open the menu. And here we are. Homes, not homes, house parts, not house parts, and so on. In the kitchen, not in the kitchen, and so on. If we see the buttons down here, no music, we'll switch the music off in a moment. Show title, we'll click on. Forward, we'll ignore. Level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is default. We'll come to level 2 in a moment, and we'll come up here and we'll type a name, and we will choose Sky. And what I'll do now is go into the title, and we'll let the screens speak for themselves.
Homes. Detached.
Now,
Ice cream.
this is a matching activity, and so what we're looking for is anything that is in here can be dragged into any one of these circles, but as you can see, I've put that one there, and that shows that I've achieved a higher level of achievement, in fact, by matching it with the one that's already there in terms of position as well. Ice cream, not a home.
Shed.
Not a home, though it could be to some creatures.
Bungalow. Dog. Quilt. Semi-detached. Bath. Terrace. Flats.
And here we are, 10 out of 10 in 50 seconds. And if we click here now, we can open the labelling activity.
Homes. Detached.
And of course, these have to go to the correct
Ice
place.
cream. Bungalow.
If we put bungalow there, it'll disappear, and that'll tell us
Bungalow.
we're in the wrong place. So put it there. Right,
Terrace.
now let's go back now to the menu screen, and we'll choose the not homes activity.
Not homes.
And now we have a cross in the middle, and that means
Detached.
that we reject anything that's in the middle. That therefore goes into here. We
Ice cream.
accept the ice cream,
Shed.
we accept the shed, and so on.
Bungalow.
Out of there then. And now we will choose level 2, and perhaps we can have in the bedroom.
In the bedroom. In the bedroom.
And here, as you can see, you have words in the middle and not
Bed.
images. So bed, in the bedroom, tree,
Tree.
not really, a microwave,
Microwave.
not really. And likewise,
Teddy.
the labelling activity, and
In the
here,
bedroom. Tree. Teddy.
and so on. Now, 2 more things I want to show you. So if we get back to the menu screen, one is the timing out activity. So if we write a time there, we'll choose 10 seconds, which is far too little, but not to worry, and we'll go to
On the table. On the table. Bowl. Bus.
and so on.
Elephant.
And there we are. Oh dear, we have timed out, having to start again. And that is that. And one other thing to show you is the right about activity. If I do a right click on there, I can write down odd one out as the title, and we can make this into an odd one out activity.
Not in the study.
And here we
Not
are.
in the garage.
If I do a left click now and show pictures, and here we are. Let us decide what this is going to be now. This is not in the house, if you remember. So we will choose, a deer there, and we will choose certain other things that are in the house. And let's find that, and let's find that, and that, and that, and that, and that maybe, and that. That should be plenty now. And now what we can do, we can either use the grid here, and we can write about that, so we could say here we have a teapot and so on, or we can get rid of that and we can put these in here. So here we have a picture that goes on the wall, we have a toilet, we have a cupboard, we have a cot, we have a sofa, an armchair, and we have a deer. We can put the other ones up here and write about them. So here we have an odd one out activity, and we are able to discuss these with the children and say which one is not in a house, which is the odd one out. And they would say, well, the deer is not in the house. That is an odd one out. But then another way we can use this activity is for the children to talk about, to have short presentations, in fact. So Sky might be asked to give a 30-second presentation and choose any one of these. And she might say, I would choose the cot because I know somebody who has a baby and the baby sleeps in the cot, and she'll talk about that baby for 30 seconds. And there we are, that gives her an opportunity to talk about that. Or another child might say, I have a baby in my house, and they'll talk about that baby. And that gives them an opportunity to have something definite to talk about. And so there we are, a few screens from our In the House title, which is part of the Molecule series.